Now, we don't have to go hope and change all Barack Obama, although
hey, what's up, y'all?
Do it again. But she has to envelop her message in that the future under me, as a white person who farms corn, or a white person who on the labor lines in Michigan, or is somebody who is in Arizona who is on Medicaid.
He just said Hulk Hogan got fired for saying the N-word.
You don't have to be scared every day of somebody who looks like Maria, right? You don't have to be scared of somebody whose last name is Cardona. Right? Bakari Sellers is not a threat to you. That's right. Right? But what we can do is if we find some unifying bond together, then we can build this country on hope, not fear. And that's the difference. We don't have to talk about the rapist and the felon and all this other stuff. We know who Donald Trump is. Kamala Harris has to define herself as the candidate of hope.
She can do that. She can absolutely do that. It is not us against them.
Correct.
It is America against Donald Trump, quite honestly.
And you're right, Bakari. She has to say we're better than what
yes. We can turn the page.
Man, I was asleep.
To a brighter day.
I was asleep, and whenever you're asleep and you gotta pee, you have weird dreams.
Is conveyed the way it is, and the timeline we're talking about seems like it's pretty short. To be able to convey.
I was asleep and I was having this dream.
Identity. Everyone stay with me right here. I've got to take a short break, but when I come back, I'll be joined by Democratic Congresswoman Barbara Lee. What does she think of her fellow Californian leading the top?
There was a camper.
And does she think America is ready?
There's like a camper trailer, and I was like in this big open meadow, and the wind was blowing, and
you're in the CNN newsroom.
I was like looking for my dad. I was like, where's he at? And then like I seen these other people. It was like my dad's friends or something. We were over there by the tree line. It's weird, like one of those dreams, you know, where like you sit down and like no one sees you. It's like you're there, but you're invisible. But yeah, like whenever I have to pee, like I'll have weird dreams that make no sense. I try not to clench my teeth when I sleep, but I think it happens. Because because the dentist told me to use like a mouth guard. That did not work. That, like, I felt like I was about to break my teeth. Because they would just put pressure on my teeth like halfway. So it could be like a disorder, it could be stress, like that TMJ syndrome. I guess that's a disorder for clenching your teeth, but it could be from stress, it could be from whatever. Oh yeah, my abs are kind of sore from doing some crunches the other day, so that's kind of good. I forgot to do more crunches, more sit-ups yesterday. Well, I thought about it right when I was tired. I didn't want to do it. But like I'm trying not to get fat. See, I'm starting to get the man bod from all the fast food. I don't like eating a lot of fast food, but that's what I've been eating because it's like it was probably ever since the stupid, you know what, there's a guy on there that was saying he calls it the cerveza virus because people was getting canceled. There was a whole bunch of cancel culture going around. People couldn't even talk about it for like 2 years. But anyways, ever since then, like, there might be a lot of people going through the same thing as me right now. Like, people didn't want to go into the grocery stores, so they was just buying takeout food. Because when people had to go into the grocery store, they would have to wear a mask. So I just now realized that, like, thought about it, like, spoke about it, but I didn't know when I was younger how bad fast food was, and now that I know, it's like I don't really like, it's like I'm eating something that I know is not very healthy for me. But yeah, like, I don't smoke that many cigarettes like I used to. I don't drink that much coffee like I used to. My arms was going to sleep real fast. And then when I was sleeping and I would have my arms up, they would go to sleep too. Like, one time my arm went to sleep so bad, like I woke up and like I could feel, like when I moved it, like I could feel the blood rushing through my arm. Like it was asleep, and it was like I could feel the blood like rushing in like a pump, like a water hose. So I did a little research, and the coffee will make your veins tighten up, and then smoking is not good for the veins as well. But definitely, I think what played a role is that there was too much like secondhand smoke in the room, and I wasn't opening the window enough. And then she gave me she gave us, so like I got this AC, and it'll, like, whenever I turn it on, it'll clear out the room. So it was really that secondhand smoke that was like messing me up, like a double whammy. But it's one of those things, so it's really loud on the inside. Now, let me put a shirt on. So God bless everybody that's still buying a lot of fast food, don't want to cook. God bless y'all. I don't know if it's the guy that thinks I need to eat like a lot more or something. Like, I've always been a little person. Like, my mom was only like 90 pounds when she got pregnant with me. So, like, me getting fat, I don't like it. It doesn't suit my body. So, if there's leftover food and you don't have a dog, I kind of feel for you, because if I I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna force myself to eat just so I don't waste the food. Ah, my teeth. Oh, beautiful. Just woke up though. Wrinkles coming in hot. Got that rubber band. It's paper. Paper. I appreciate that paper. That's privacy right there. It's privacy. I'll buy me something and save it for later. Put it in a jar. Yo, what up, Darnell? Yo, what's good? Have you been eating a lot of fast food ever since the cerveza virus, because your people don't want to cook or go to the groceries, go like in the grocery store that much? Well, like, remember when it was the cerveza virus and people had to wear a mask just to go in the grocery store? I've been eating a lot of fast food, and I bet that a lot of people are still buying fast food and like they didn't want to go into the grocery store, remember? But I mean, I have groceries from the grocery store. I'm just don't know why homie's buying me so much fast food on the weekend, like, or like every day. But he said like he was just being lazy. So I don't know. I don't know if that's an excuse or what, but that's what homie said. Yeah, it's because my internet, this internet box is going out already. Like, I went to sleep, I left it on, and then it was blinking. Like, it's blinking. It's blinking, and so I reset it. I restarted it, like the button on the back, and it turned green. So they said that if it's doing that, it's because it was overheating and it's malfunctioning. It's not gonna last, because it does get pretty hot, and I guess it did overheat because I didn't have the fan on it. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people thought that I fell off the planet. I ain't seen a lot of people in a long time, especially, I think a lot of people are going through this. Like, I heard a lot of people are going through this after the cerveza virus. People stopped seeing each other. A lot of people stopped seeing each other. You didn't want to eat fast food today and told your son to cancel DoorDash. You didn't tell him to order food that way. Yeah. Yeah, that's why it is. I've been having like internet problems. I was trying to live stream and it just keeps blinking like every 2 minutes, every 30 seconds, every 2 minutes, every 3 minutes, whatever, and keeps disconnecting, and then I'm like, man, what the fuck? Yeah, your son, y'all keep eating fast food too, your son is ordering it? Oh man. I think my dad is just like bored, maybe. He bought like a new car. Well, it was kind of new. It's like a 2016. Well, in 2017 he decided he wanted to buy like a newer car, and he got a Honda Civic. It was like a 2016 Honda Civic or 17. And yeah, it was a lot of money. Like, he was paying payments on it, and then he had a wreck at the stoplight. Like, he got T-boned at the stoplight, and the car insurance, the company that he was financing it through, they paid it off, so he didn't have to pay for it. So that was really good, and he was okay. He just was sore. So so like I took him to Mexico so he could see his family, and then I saw like all my cousins and stuff, and then the crazy ones like kept trying to talk to me, like, and I didn't want to talk to them, through text messages and Facebook and stuff. And but I got to meet some of my cool family members, like cousins and aunts and my uncles and stuff. But anyways, I don't know, I told him I like to do like ecstasy, and then like it's hard to eat when you're on ecstasy because it's like it's like it takes away your appetite. It's like whenever whenever Germany was researching the drug, they was looking for, I think, weight loss or something else. But it's like an appetite suppressant. But I don't know. Anyways, everybody that don't have a dog, I was just saying, like, I feel for y'all, because if you got leftover food and you don't want to throw it away, don't force yourself to eat it. Just give it to the dog. But if y'all don't have a dog, oh well. You didn't want in your body having access to your food, but him in the restaurant. You didn't want anybody having access to your food except for him in the restaurant. Sorry to hear that. That sucks. At least he was good. Yeah. Yeah, he was okay. He just hurt his foot and his arm. Like, if it was any harder, because it's like right in town, if it was any harder, like, it would have broke his arm and his foot. And then his neck, like, the airbags went off, so. Cause I was looking like at that Honda Civic, like I kept knocking on the doors and like the panels and stuff. It's like an aluminum can. It's like an aluminum can, so like I would knock on the Pontiacs. There's some Pontiacs out there, one of them that I broke. And if you like knock on the Pontiac doors and panels, it's hard. It's a lot thicker. So I think them Japanese cars, the Hondas and the Toyotas probably, I think they're a lot thinner. because they're trying to get better gas mileage. Yeah, it's like Speedy. You, MDMA is like that. You can hardly take it. That is not the love drug for me. Makes you hostile and homicidal. What the fuck? That's terrible. I know what you mean, cause like if you're around the wrong people, like it's only when you're around the wrong people, and then yeah, like I can get hostile, like if somebody's bothering me and I don't want to be bothered. But if I'm around the wrong people, like if I'm around, you know, like, just somebody that you didn't get along with, but y'all were trying to get along, and like an ex or something, like if you're with your ex and then she says, or he says things that you didn't want to hear. Yeah, seatbelts can be dangerous. They should be optional. Yeah, it's like bad vibes. It's those bad vibes that like start affecting your brain. I understand what you mean by that. Yo, what up, Ricardo Mora? I've actually only heard that one time through a song. Like back in the day, people used to play this song from Bone Thugs and Harmony. It's a rap song from Bone Thugs and Harmony, and it's called Ecstasy. And then like the third guy that gets on that song and starts rapping, he's all talking about he can't do it because it makes him violent. He's all talking about he can't do it because it makes him violent. It makes him have violent thoughts. But yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. So yeah, like when I talk about it, if you're like the way I say it, you got to be around the right people. It's got to be the right environment, because if you're having relationship problems, it's gonna make you sad and it's gonna make you want to cry. Because I've listened to the documentaries on like the Godfather of MDMA. It's called Dirty Pictures. If you've ever seen Dirty Pictures, it's on YouTube, but it's like the Godfather of MDMA, and he's in California, and he's a chemist, and he used to test all the drugs on him. So I was listening to him at another like seminar, or he's recording himself, and he's talking about all these other drugs that some do different things, like slow down time and stuff, but he's got this whole other list of drugs that he tried on himself, and they don't feel good. They feel like they start to get painful after a while. And but his wife's a therapist. She's getting really old now. He already died. He had liver cancer at like 88, and he died in 2014. But his wife survived him, and she's like in her 80s too. And she was like, I seen her talking about when she was writing her book, she would do it like every weekend, and then after 2 years it wouldn't work anymore. So like she would take some and it wouldn't work anymore. And so if you do it too much, it's not gonna work anymore. But she was talking about it like when she was on it the first time or the first few times, and she would just have to like start crying. She would just cry and cry it out. Which is, I guess, why they want to do it for therapy. PTSD. They want to give it to people for therapy, but it's temporary. It's good for that period of time, but the way I look at it, it's temporary. All that stuff can come back and start irritating you again. Ricardo Mora loves Taco Bell. Oh, it does it on on that too, on acid. I didn't know that. I haven't tried that. I've done magic mushrooms, psilocybin, and that stuff. If I take too much, like when I did take too much, like I started seeing negative things. Like I closed my eyes and I would see like negative things. Like I saw all the distortions and everything from magic mushrooms. Like stuff would be distorted, but then when I closed my eyes, I would see like negative things. Like I don't know, like if it was, cause I don't think I knew about the South and Central Americans with the pyramid, like those pyramids, and then I saw that movie Apocalypto, which was kind of, people say they used to do human sacrifice, but they was scared of the sun. They was worshiping the sun because they didn't want the sun to go black. And then the more that I learned about it, the more that I realized, well, thousands of years ago, the sun did go black. The sky did go black for like a whole year because of an asteroid hitting the Earth. It was an asteroid that hit the Earth. That's what Graham Hancock's always talking about. And it could be the reason why we don't have the big elephants, the woolly mammoths, the saber-toothed tiger. It was like the end of the Ice Age, and the sky could have been black for like a whole year.